co-founder and CEO of DollarRide.
My name is Jameson.
I'm David. I'm the co-founder of Hawk Wheels.
Hey everyone, it's great to be here. I am honored to have followed up some of my favorite Brooklyn private startups.
Good morning, folks. My name is Susani. I'm the co-founder and CEO of DollarRide, and we are a mobility company that develops clean transportation projects in underserved communities. And ultimately what our projects look like is helping small business owners who have fleets of vehicles electrify those fleets. In New York City, especially in Brooklyn, Queens, and the Bronx, we have severe transit deserts where people have very limited access to public transportation. But we also have great homegrown solutions like New York City dollar vans that are bridging these gaps and ultimately providing first mile and last mile service for those same communities. Now, obviously, if we want to address climate change through lowering greenhouse gas emissions in transportation, we all immediately think of electrifying these fleets. But the big problem is that for small business owners who are operating in disadvantaged communities, electrification is a very difficult and expensive process to go through. DollarRide's solution to this issue is a program that we've launched recently called CTAP, which stands for the Clean Transit Access Program. In short, we are bundling procurement of vehicles, charging infrastructure, software to manage your new electric fleet, as well as customer support, all in one-stop shop solution. Lastly, impact. As I mentioned, small fleets in New York City serving disadvantaged communities emit a ton of emissions, but if we can electrify just dollar vans alone, we can remove 27,000 tons of carbon emissions every year, which is the equivalent of taking 6,000 cars off the road. All right, thank you for your time. My name is Susani, and this is DollarRide.
Hey everybody, my name is Jameson. So in 2014, New York City actually set the default speed limit to roads at 25 miles per hour. That means that virtually every road that you drive on, every surface you drive in the city is actually accessible via a street legal golf cart, which has a top speed of 25 miles per hour. However, today, you, with a regular license, can buy a Hummer EV. It weighs 9,000 pounds. It can go 0 to 60 in under 6 seconds. And thanks to physics, it's just a very, very dangerous device there that no matter what you're gonna do with autonomy, you're never gonna make it safe for the people that live and walk around in the city. So what I did, and my team here did, is decided to create Strut. What we're working on is a Lego-like modular platform for creating local EVs. We're taking what people have pioneered with adopting golf carts for road use and building vehicles that are purpose-built for roads, safer, more functional, and ultimately a whole lot more fun. One thing that we have to do in order to get adoption for this is to get people to rethink what is possible with a car. We need to enable people to self-express and build something cool that reflects who they are without having to go drop $100,000 on a fast sports car. And so for us, from a brand perspective, which ultimately is the moat, is leaning into this ability for people to embrace who they are and express in a way that's fun, funky, and interesting to them. Our vehicles that you see here are open by default. Even as we go into cities, we want people to be able to take the top off if the weather is nice, so they find a connection to the local community. And we're now leaning through New Lab in Detroit into that ecosystem to take all of the experience that we have in America building vehicles and create an entirely new class. Our goal is that in the next 10 years, we can replace 1% of cars on the road. It means 3 million Strut vehicles operating throughout the US. And that's it. If you would like to see the vehicle, our first prototype, we lovingly call it Benny B, is right up there. Thanks.
Hi folks, I'm David. I'm the co-founder of Pop Wheels. 3 things you need to know about me and my co-founder Barl. We are New Yorkers through and through. We've both built successful businesses. Barl in particular has built a whole bunch of businesses with a strong focus on immigrant communities. And we're just obsessed with mobility and e-bikes in general. Enough about us. Let's talk about delivery workers. Right now, your pad thai is being delivered by one of the 100,000 delivery workers in New York City on a bike that looks like this, right? We call it the Crown Vic of e-bikes in New York City. It's become the common backbone of New York's delivery infrastructure. Your average delivery worker has to spend well north of $1,000 a year to own and maintain their electric e-bike batteries. So with Pop Wheels, instead of, oh, so close. Instead, all right, this is a real life battery swapping happening. Instead of owning your own batteries with Pop Wheels, you subscribe to the Pop Wheels battery network. We make batteries that are compatible with those delivery worker e-bikes. They fit into their bikes with no modification, right? They're UL certified, we manage them, we control them, right? We're deploying a network of kiosks around New York City. If you're a customer of ours, you pay a flat monthly fee, $75 a month. You pull up to one of our cabinets, you check out one of our batteries, you ride it around, when you're done, you return it, you check out another one, you keep going. This does 3 things. It saves them money up front. They're spending less money than they were on their batteries. It completely eliminates all the major fire risks. And it allows them to earn more because they can actually now work longer hours. Cheaper, easier, safer. We've heard from utilities saying, hey, you're basically deploying 20 to 40 kilowatt hours in front of buildings around New York. Maybe this can do demand response? In fact, it can. So what we're really realizing as we build this out is that this is really exciting because this battery infrastructure is a much bigger opportunity. We've estimated it to be between a $10 to $15 billion market opportunity in North America, not just for New York City, not just for major cities, but cities across America. But it really starts right now in New York City with some of the most important and valuable workers we have. And we're excited to make that happen. Thank you.
So last but not least, we have Tia Gordon, the COO and co-founder of It's Electric.
Hey everyone, it's great to be here. I am honored to have followed up from some of my favorite Brooklyn climate startups who've touched on a lot of themes that I'm going to talk about as well today. Excluding kidneys. It's Electric touches on all of these things. We need more EV charging. We need to understand community and ways to bring community into the equation. We need to understand how sidewalks can help with cities' cooperation, be flexible for the needs of electrification in cities. So with that, we are looking to solve the problem of EV charging specifically in cities. And to that point, it is the shortage of public chargers that is the leading barrier for the adoption of electric vehicles here in the United States. My macro, my micro is that nationwide we need 1 million more public level 2 chargers. These are not workplace, these are not home, these are all public L2. And right now we have around 120,000. So we need to go really big nationwide. And here in New York City, we have 100, we need to go to 10,000 in that same period of 6 years. So how are we gonna do this? It's Electric is the world's first public charging system that is powered by buildings. My favorite thing about what we're doing is that it allows us to not be a transportation company or an energy company. We consider ourselves a climate company because we're free. So cities have to wait a really long time to get funding, either be private or federal, to then implement solutions. So because we're free to cities, we're free to buildings, that allows us to scale really fast. We can put chargers in literally anywhere where there's a building and a curb. But then also, you need to get that buy-in. What's in it for me? Why do I want to see chargers in my neighborhood? And the reason is we rev share. So we're going to 8 cities this year. We're really excited about this opportunity. Again, we're moving super fast because we need to in order to get that infrastructure out so that people can adopt electric vehicles as quickly as possible. We like to say it's not chicken or egg, it's all egg. People need to see the infrastructure before they can adopt electric vehicles. So thank you so much.
What an inspiring morning. I'm just listening to some amazing presentations. Let's give all of them a big round of applause again. And I think there are certainly opportunities there for partnerships as well, as I'm listening to some of the various presentations. So great opportunity for that. My name is Linda White. I am Director of Government Affairs for BMW, based out of Sacramento, California. And just being part of this community today and listening to all of the presentations is very inspiring for us, and it's something that's very important for us as a company. Mobility options and sustainability is certainly something that is at the core of everything that we are doing. So we know that around 60% of the world's population lives in dense city areas, urban areas, and that's where about 70% of the greenhouse gas emissions come from. So what do we do as a company collectively to work with community, to work with our private entities and the various agencies and regulatory bodies that we work with? What is our role as a company to step into this space and say, here's our contribution, here's who we want to partner with? And that's exactly what we're doing here in engagement with UrbanX, to connect with community, to listen intently and see what it is that we take back internally to help step up to the plate. And so it's our responsibility in that way to work with everybody. And what an exciting time with everything that's going on around us, all the innovation, all the thought leaders who are stepping up, the new entrants into the market who are completely disrupting the way we've thought about things in the past and how we reimagine new solutions to problems. So certainly listening to all of you, a lot of sparks went off in my mind. So we're involved in various initiatives, whether it's here in the US or abroad, and with various community programs that we're doing. Happening here. Okay. But in 2023, BMW, thank you, embarked on a study in Los Angeles to see just what are the needs of the city, how people think of mobility needs, and how important is it to have a car available to them. If you think about Los Angeles, there's so many different areas. Most people are really reliant upon their vehicles. What are the needs? How often do they drive it? And would they consider transitioning to an electric vehicle? Does it fit their lifestyle? And so the response is varied. And so now we take some of those learnings that we've got from those studies and really optimize what we do as a company and what solutions do we bring to cities like Los Angeles, to Brooklyn, you name it. So very delighted and not quite sure, doing that, to be here with you all. And so activities like we're doing here at UrbanX to develop innovative ideas for sustainable, smart mobility solutions to achieve a better quality of life in cities. Smart solutions in the areas of electromobility, mobility transformation, and data-driven services, which provides convenience, easy, and intuitive use for the user based on their mobility needs, play a major role in all of this, and essentially that's why we're all here. So thank you all very much for stepping up, contributing to such a robust discussion here and presentations. And with that, Joanna, are you coming back up here? All right.
All right. Linda, do you have any feedback from the judges? What influenced your final decision?
Oh, this was really hard. So we really had to take into account the points that you listed on in terms of impact, traction, and what these companies have presented. So it was a really tough decision. As you all listened to it, there were so many diverse approaches to what solutions are necessary out there. So really hard, but in the end, it came down to something that we all agreed to, and we've decided to go with
All post.
All Post.
BMW Group Future Mobility Award to All Post. Congratulations. All right. You take that. You take it to the bank. Awesome. So now for the community award, I'm actually gonna take a look here at the results. All right. More family swapping in New York City.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I don't know how to carry this on the email.
Yeah, I'm sure you can get creative.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
So that's it for today. Thank you again for coming. Please stick around for networking. There's still more breakfast and I'm sure more coffee in the back. Thank you again for joining us. If you like to stay in touch with UrbanX, you can follow us online on Instagram and LinkedIn. You can subscribe to a monthly newsletter where we feature a lot of the progress of our startups. And you can also go to our website if you want to learn more in depth about some of the companies that we work with. Thank you again for being here. Thank you again for voting for the startups, and have a great end of your week.
Yeah.